So now we will discuss the DMA process, how the DMA process is used to increase the speed of the DSP processor. So basically it is a direct memory access, the web data transfer from fast IO device to the memory or from the memory to the IO device through the accumulator is time consuming process. So why time consuming process? Because in serial data communication we see that there is a inclusion of the processor. So processor should be busy in working something regarding the a process which is controlled by a processor. It should not be busy in that process of the data transfer. Data transfer is only the requirement of IO devices, input output devices, from the device to the outside world or from the outside world to the input devices, and the processing is done completely by the processor. So when there is a serial data communication, when there is a involvement of the processor, the speed of the processor is reduced and its vital machine cycles are wasted. So to avoid this, direct memory access is used. So for such situation, the DMA and the direct memory access techniques is preferred. In DMA data transfer scheme, the block or array of the data is directly transferred from IO device to the main memory and vice versa. For DMA data transfer scheme, the data block is directly processed or accessed by IO or memory devices of the DSP processor, since data and address buses of the DSP processor comes under the control of the peripheral device. Okay, so when DMA request occur to the DSP processor, then it release the data and address bus for the peripheral devices. See, all the controls are in the periphery of what the processor, or the processor controls all the things. When it comes to the address bus and data bus, it is with the processor. But when there is a request from the outside world to the processor that it requires the DMA data transfer, so at that time what happens, processor handles the charge of the data bus and address bus to the DMA controller, and all the data and address bus works for the data transfer. So in this case what happens, the data transfer, after the finishing of the data transfer, when the data transfer process is completely over, then again the address bus and data bus control is with respect to the DSP processor. Okay, so here after actual data transfer, the DSP processor again regain the control of the address bus and data bus, and as a DSP processor operates on an array of the data bus, has a high performance DMA controller, DMAC. It is abbreviated as DMAC, that is known as the DMA controller. It is controlling element and allows the control of address bus and data bus to the peripheral from the DSP processor and vice versa. Okay, so this is the diagram which helps help us to understand the concept of the DSP processor. So the DSP processor is here. This is request, this is acknowledgement, this is the controller, and this is the peripheral device. So it will request to the DMA controller, and DMA controller will request to the DSP processor, and DSP processor will acknowledge to the DMA controller, and after the data transfer is complete, again the address bus and control bus are in the control of the DSP processor. So that completes our DMA question of DSP processor. Now we will see the next question. What are the major features of the programmable DSP? Explain in brief. So major features of the DSP processor: should have multiple registers so that data and that is exchanged from the register to register is very fast. DSP operations requires multiple operands simultaneously. Thus DSP processor should have multiple data and operand fetch capacity. DSP processor have circular buffers to support the circular shift operation. Why this is required? Because you know the geometry of the DFT is circle. So to calculate DFT using the DSP processor, we need circular buffers. DSP processor includes multiple pointers to support multiple operands, jumps and shifts. DSP processor are capable of multiprocessing. On-chip memory is provided with the DSP processors. As DSP processors are used in a real-time application, thus DSP processor interrupt structure and timers are very powerful. And what is the speed of the DSP processor? Speed of the DSP processor is nothing but, I will write down here, it is in the MIPS range. What is MIPS? MIPS stands for million instructions per second. So you just imagine what is the capacity of the DSP processor. It can execute million instruction per second. And if you Google what is the value of the million, you will see how huge quantity of instruction it can execute. That's why DSP processors are very powerful processors, and they are used in a very efficient manner. Okay, so please understand that speed of the DSP processor is MIPS, million instruction per second. It is very powerful processors. Okay, so we will move forward now. So next is what is distinguish a DSP processor from the general purpose processor. So many times this question is asked in the university exam, that general purpose processor and basic capabilities. So parameter is instruction cycle. Instructions are executed in a single clock cycle. See here, instructions are included in a single clock cycle, whereas the instructions are executed in the multiple clock cycles. Instruction execution, parallel execution is possible, only sequential execution is possible. So what is the next difference? Memory, separate program and data memories are available, only single type of memory is present. What is address bus and data bus? Address bus and database are multiplexed. Address bus and data bus are usually multiplexed. So this is the common feature, that it cannot be distinguished, but as per the capacity, what we can say, the address bus and data bus capacity of the DSP processor is very huge than the general purpose processor. So addressing modes in DSP processor, two new modes, that is circular and bit reverser, are included. It supports only previously available addressing mode other than these two. So these two modes are not available in the general purpose processor. Okay. Computational units. So there are so many points for the distinguished purpose. Here ALU, multiple and accumulator shifter are three basic computational units. Only ALU is present. Execution speed, see here, it executes million instruction per second, MIPS. It is slow as compared to the DSP processor. Program flow control, specialized program control which includes the program sequencer and data memories. Only program counter PC is present, suitable for application. Array, that is repetition of the processing operation only when few parameters is to be processed. So in the next discussion we will see this question, explain the following addressing modes of the DSP processor. Okay, so we will stop here and we will go for our next question.